Section 35 has had a fundamental effect on Aboriginal rights in Canada. The creation of that section of the 1982 Constitution is the first constitutional protection for Aboriginal and treaty rights in the whole world. Since then, quite a few countries have created constitutional protection, but Canada was the first. And there are two major things that were new about it. First was just the recognition and affirmation of Aboriginal and treaty rights. But the second one was, and this is still unique in the world today, we are the only country in the world that has recognized a mixed race people as an Aboriginal people, and that's the Métis, and given their Aboriginal and treaty rights constitutional protection. So that's a huge change. And the biggest part of the change in 1982 was that prior to that, Aboriginal and treaty rights were subject to even the lowliest of laws could override them. They were being treated as if the treaties meant absolutely nothing and Aboriginal rights were meaningless in law. They had no legal foundations. They were like little ships floating around that could be just batted away, and were batted away regularly by the courts. So they had no meaning in law up until 1982. So the creation of Section 35 and the implementation of that in 1982 fundamentally changed everything. No longer could the province or the federal government override Aboriginal rights. And it's taken a while for that to have some on-the-ground meaning as it gets implemented and as the courts start to flesh out the meaning of Section 35. But it has changed everything, absolutely everything for Aboriginal peoples in this country.